like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. This is my review for Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 11, Episode 17. The season finale is next week, and the reunion is coming up, I think the week after that. So, I'm very happy about that. I'm kind of ready for this. I want to see the reunion because I want to see them address some shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm waiting on. But let's just get into this. Y'all know I'm trying to be comfortable around here, and I'm trying to show y'all too much cleavage. If you have not seen the live from earlier, go ahead and watch it. Things got really real towards the end. Got really, really, really real. You know what I'm saying? And I had to go off a little bit. But you know what? I just, and now I've been chilling or whatever. And we're going to get into this good old Real Housewives of Atlanta. So we see it's 2 days after Buy Wig Gate, okay? It's 2 days later. Now, clearly, Nene is not in any of these. It's not in this episode. We had heard before that there was some kind of altercation, how Nene was basically suspended from filming for, some amount of time, which means she was suspended for this one episode. And stuff. And I think that's fair. I wonder, when, because I think no other altercation has really happened. Well, no, it has. It's been a lot of altercations. But this is what's supposed to help this time. So Nene is not in this episode at all. So we see Portia and Candy beating up fun. I'm like, oh, this is cute. They mean, okay, okay. But then we see Marlo gets there too. So, we see them all meeting up to chit chat. But we also see at Eva's house, it's Eva, Shamari, and Tanya. So it's the quintessential two conversations between two groups of people to discuss what happened, okay? I was surprised Cynthia wasn't nowhere to be found, but she could have been somewhere else. Or whatever. So we do see over at Eva's house, we see Shamari apologizing to Eva about throwing up on her. We see Tanya telling Shamari, girl, we so tonight because I couldn't just throw up. That's nasty. But, it is what it is. So we then see them talking about the party. Tanya starts out by like we was in Nene's room, and then Candy wanted to see her closet. Then Nene went into the closet. They all said how Nene said, no, don't go in the closet. And at at Eva's house, they were all saying, well, it was very disrespectful for Candy and Portia to go into the closet. Now, over at Candy, Portia, and Marlo's meeting, Candy bringing up how Nene did say not go in the closet. She said, but it was like all in fun, and we didn't think about it that hard. We was all joking. Marlo was like, yeah, go in. And again, she's like, this bump would not let me be great. In the moment, they didn't think it was a big deal with them going to their closet. Candy points out Nene didn't get upset. And it wasn't an issue until the cameraman went in there. Now, Candy said that. We also seen at one point Cynthia said that too. But I felt the same way. Look, Nene has every right not to want people in her closet. That's 100% true. I think the issue was Nene didn't care about Candy and Portia going to her closet. If you actually watch the scene that they showed us, Nene was laughing with them even as they were walking in her closet. Nene didn't care. I do think she did not want them in there. I do think that too. But I feel like when Marla said, girl, go on in there. When Nene didn't say, no, you don't go. Nene, to me, in my opinion, Nene was saying it in a joking, go see it way, but don't go see it. Don't go, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like, I know my closet fabulous, but don't go in there, but go in there. That's how I took it. And again, at your friend's house, you ain't thinking it's a big of a deal. Again, Nene's issue was when the cameraman went in, Nene did not want the cameraman to be in there to show her closet to the people. So Candy also brings up how she went in there Candy was on her own YouTube talking about it. Candy said how she went in there, and even though they showed her saying, "Is that it?" She said when you go into the closet, it's like some shelves, but you have to walk through it on the door, and that's the actual closet. And so that's what she meant by that's it, because it was. She's like, I knew it had to be something else, because that was like a closet or whatever. But she also brought up how, again, in the moment, Nene wasn't mad. She's like, it wasn't until the cameraman came in there that Nene had an issue. Cool, cool, cool. So Portia also brings up how I didn't realize it was that deep. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a big issue to me until Nene got mad, came up, assaulted the cameraman by pushing them back out the way. There was more that happened. They didn't really show much of it. It was these little clips, but you seen Nene trying to get to someone, and you seen it was like this. It was a bunch of foolishness. We all know that. Portia brought up how it was so much going on, and it's like usually I can defend myself because I'm pregnant. Now I felt like I was helpless because I can't fight because I'm pregnant. We see little tidbits of, you hear Marlo saying, Nene, she's pregnant. You see Portia fixing her clothes, like her belt was ripped off. So something happened. But we didn't really see what happened. Okay? Candy, they brought up how Portia then said, Candy said, let's go downstairs. So Candy took Portia downstairs. So what it seems like is Nene and her little frantic, upsetness about them in her closet, she kind of went on the attack to Portia and Candy, and that's why Marla was saying, she's pregnant, because Nene was, a little bit drunk, a little bit tipsy, and all up on her feelings, okay? They said how Nene didn't follow them downstairs, and, was kind of pushing people out the way to get to them, and Candy's like, yeah, she made like a beeline for me and Portia, and said how, y'all should have known better, and again, Portia said Candy then stood in front of her and said, okay, meaning Nene was, because sometimes a person can be so upset they not thinking rationally, and I'm assuming I'm thinking Nene was not thinking rationally. I can appreciate Candy stepping in front of Portia, knowing that not that Nene would do something, but at the same time, Portia's still pregnant. I'm saying, I mean, it's funny because all the time the Portia didn't attack somebody, but whatever. Anyway, Marlo the whole time, oh, that happened. I don't remember none of that. And girl, you was right there next to her, and even Portia, girl, back, you ain't, you ain't Dorit, somebody else who don't remember nothing, but because you was right there. I do feel like Marlo wanted to stay out of it to be on Nene's good graces, and when they ask about this belt ribbon situation, both Candy and Marla, girl, Candy and Portia don't want to really say anything. And then we see Portia say, well, I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to ruin my relationship with Nene. Meaning Nene at least ripped her clothes, at least grabbed something that ripped her belt off. And you know what I'm saying? She don't want to be no big issue. But she brings up also how it's weird that Nene did what she did, considering Nene has always said to her, you can't be putting your hands on people. They then show clips of Nene saying that. And back when Portia was doing that kind of stuff, she's like, so it's weird her doing, but Nene also said you don't have me on camera doing stuff like that. But now they have you on camera. They just didn't show it all the way. And I mean, Portia, like, it wasn't okay how Nene acted. You can't punch somebody in the face and tell them how to react. But at the same time, if you around friends, you also can't get that pissed at your friends because they went in your closet. Again, Nene issue, regardless of how you feel about it, Nene issue really was not Candy and Portia. Nene's full-fledged issue was the cameraman tried to show her closet, and her closet was not just to her liking. She had been traveling or whatever, so stuff wasn't all put away. But Candy said her closet is fabulous. Like, nothing was like it wasn't nothing crazy. But she maybe had like a suitcase in there and whatnot. But she's like, I get it was her closet. She did not want it to be shown. Marlo said how she talked to Nene via text. She's only talking to people via text, and Nene don't feel like Nene does not feel like she did anything wrong. Nene wasn't wrong for being upset. Nene wasn't wrong for not wanting her closet. Nene was wrong for how she went after them as if they had some malicious intent on going into her closet. Because again, her issue was not Marlo, damn it, girl. It was not Portia and Candy. It was the cameraman. That's who her issue was with. But I digress. Anyway, Nene said, not girl, god damn it. Candy said she did text Nene with surprise Portia because they had said they would think about how to talk to her together. But Candy said she did text her to say, like, I didn't mean, to get you upset or whatever. My bad. And then he texts back, okay, that's fine. Portia later says how she also texted Nene and said sorry. And then he texted back and she said sorry too. And that was really it. It's great to see Portia and Candy getting along. Like, it's like a breath of fresh air, honestly. So we like that. Anyway, we didn't see Cynthia and Eva at the place getting colonics. Look, I'm not a colonic person. I'm cold. Uh, it's just weird. Okay, it's just weird. That ain't my cup of tea. Okay, but they're going to get colonics. Eva's wedding is a couple days away, so Eva brings up how she's over budget at the wedding. He's like, "Well, how much is you over budget?" Well, we're 100 people over of the original guest list. We are about 50 grand over for the budget. The budget was $85,000, and we're 50 grand over. Cynthia said, "Girl, what? Like, what can you cut out? Like, that's a lot of money." Because again, we know Cynthia had her own issues 8 years ago. They showed when her and Peter was getting married. And Eva brings up how no one wants to be paid via credit card. They all want cold hard cash or a check from your bank account. And so she said she went ahead, did a few gigs to make the money to be able to pay for her wedding. I said, well, okay. Bravo, bravo, bravo. And I also feel like, I mean, she said she don't owe nobody. So I guess it's a good thing she does not owe anybody. I'm okay with people spending whatever on their wedding. I just don't think it's smart for a person to go into debt over a wedding. Like when you get credit card debt, borrow loans. Like I don't think that should happen. If you can afford it cash wise and you don't owe anyone and you are not having to pay stuff off, like even if your credit card limit is 100 grand and you spend 80 grand on the wedding, like you still owe 80 grand. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I think about stuff. Anyway, but she did some gigs and made the money back. Made the money to pay for the wedding, so it's fine. We then see Cynthia say how, at the party, she felt like Nene, again, was at her breaking point. Okay? And she's like, the closet was the straw that broke the camel's back. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying? She said she's only talked to Nene via text. And you know what I'm saying? She's like, but I know that she did not want anyone in her closet, but she really just didn't want it filmed. And I think everyone is aware of that, so whatever. And at that point in time, I'm not sure why we sat there and watched them get the shit sucked out of them, literally. Not sure, but they sat and had to insert the tube to get the shit sucked out their butt. And I'm like, no, thank you. I'm good, love, enjoy. We do later see Eva out dress shopping, not shopping because she had to pick the dress, but she finally found her reception dress, and we got to see the girl. Was it Tiffany, who was a friend at her and the drunk girl who we don't know? They shared their little friends, whatever. So she was there too. The dress was beautiful, but we saw that. I saw it all on Instagram when she got married. So her mom was there too. Her mom loved the dress. The first time her mom went wedding dress shopping, her mama was very, very like, I don't like this, I don't like that. It was the bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. But mom liked the dress. The dress was amazing. I don't have pictures, y'all. I didn't do any pictures today. But again, mom loved the dress. So that was great. We see a quick conversation with Ronnie and Shamari. Now, this is, of course, after the party. And he back at the house. But he's finna go out to another show again. Because him, Bobby Brown. Because it's Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. So it's R.B. Ronnie, R. Bob. Them. Bell, Biv DeVoe plus Bobby Brown. They on tour because New Edition is beefing right now. So he's leaving at like 4 a.m. to go to a show that they have or whatever. And so, they have a thing to where if one parent is gone, the other one's going to be there. So he's leaving. Like, oh, I wish you could stay. But they sit and they have a conversation because, again, she came home drunk as hell from Nene's house. And well, yeah, they told me I was like feeling on Eva's breast. I had like, patted Tanya's pussy. And, the stuff. He like, what? What? But baby, it wasn't sexual. Like, it wasn't like I was trying to do things. Like, I was just a little drunk. It was like fun. Like, fun. He like, you can't be out there doing that. You know what I'm saying? If you're out here drinking like that, you know what I'm saying, things can happen. And that can lead to separating. So, you know what I'm saying? You need to kind of, you know what I'm saying, tame that shit. Tame that shit. You ain't gonna leave me, and I ain't gonna leave you. Wait, that ain't gonna happen, okay? But I'm having fun, baby. I'll be out. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a good time. I'm like, you can go out and have a good time and not touch somebody else's titty and pat somebody else's pussy. Like, point to the blank to the period. So, but he like, you know what I'm saying? Just watch yourself, okay? Because I'm gonna watch you. I'm gonna watch myself, too. I don't think there's nothing wrong with Shamari going out and having a good time, but Shamari she drinks too much. When she drinks too much, but not in the way to where she has a drinking problem, but because she's out, she just drinks and drinks. It's like she don't know her limit. She don't know her limit. Like she'll drink until she's at her limit, and then when she's at her limit, she's drunk. Like for me, when I go out, I know I cannot have more than 3 drinks. That ain't smart, okay? Because at the fourth drink, bitch, at the fourth drink, it's a whole bunch of bullshit. But I know my limit. You know what I'm saying? Because I went past my limit when I was younger, and I figured it out. So I don't do more than 3 drinks. And if I do more than 3 drinks, I have to be like at my own house with my dude. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I'm good, love, enjoy. I don't go out and do that because again, you don't want to be out and be drunk. I don't know how to say it. So we do see them practicing for the dungeon party. We see Shamari and Ronnie get there because Shamari is doing a duet with Candy. So we see them dancing and doing a show. So Candy wrote a song to help Shamari feel like her best self because Shamari had the whole thing of people feeling like she was, something because she admitted to, her and Ronnie, having an open marriage at one point. The song is real cute. I liked it once we heard him perform it. We see Cynthia get there because she's gonna be there. Now Cynthia don't know what she's really doing or whatever. She just knows she's involved in some capacity. She came there with Mike, and you know what I'm saying. And I'm like, okay, Mike around a little bit. That's not cute. But Mike won't be at her show because Mike has to work. Okay, and she said, my man can't. He can't take that much time off. So like. He has to work. I'm like, he has a real job. Not that anyone else's man does not have a real job, but some people, when I say a real job, I mean real as in you can't be calling off and just doing whatever you want to do. Like you have to like follow certain rules and guidelines, and that's what he has to do, like a regular 9 to 5. So, but it was cute to see him there with her supporting his girl. And then Cynthia's like, well, so what's gonna be going on? Like, are you gonna kiss me? And he said, do you want me to? And then Cynthia looked at Mike and he was like, I may have to miss my flight. I'm like, girl, you may have to. Well, no, boys, this guy. Anyway, but it was cute to see them discussing or whatever. And like Candy's nervous or whatever because she got the show together in a couple of weeks. So it's all that. So we do see the day of the show, Shamari come in and she has lost her voice. She said she had a cold. The cold turned into like laryngitis, and then she has no voice. And at first she was nervous. Oh my God, what we gonna do? I can't sing. I don't have a voice. And Kim like, oh, okay. She's like, well, it's okay because you recorded the song already, so we'll just play the track. And I'm like, that's what looks fine for me. Anyway, but she said, but if you feel like shit, I still need you to look amazing. Like you can't look like you sick. Like this is a, I'm saying, a sexy sex dungeon burlesque show or whatever. So it's a variety show. There's different costumes and it was. We'll get to it. So we do see Cynthia's there. And Cynthia, for the most part, initially was like a greeter. So she at the door, people coming in, and she's in her little sexy clothes or whatever, with like a little slave dude on a chain, and welcome to the dungeon. So I thought that was cute initially to welcome people in. I think it was like maybe 1,400 people. So she was walking around the front part with the security. It was great. We see everyone came. Nene wasn't there because of course not on this episode. Portia was not there because she said, of course, she started the sex dungeon rumor, so she's like, I don't want to, I'm not gonna be there. But we see ain't no beef or whatever. Eva wasn't there because she's planning her wedding. Her wedding's like a day or two away. She had time. But Marlo was there, Shamia was there, Tanya, Marlo, all the girls. All the girls. The show looked amazing. Candy came out. The outfits were amazing. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I had no picture job with you. She had an opening number with Todd when she came out like an all white with a mask and danced on her husband. The song was, I think it was called you're fucking whatever hell bed. That song that you were talking about. What was it called? I don't know, but it looked amazing. Okay, it was a packed house, so she went from that number with Todd. Her and Shamari did a duet when it was like in this glass case and it came out. Money was everywhere. That was amazing. Shamari performed her ass off. Okay, her ass off. It looked great, 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 great. We then seen Cynthia come out. Now, Candy said how she purposely did not tell Cynthia what exactly she was going to be doing because she wanted Cynthia to have um what she say? Organic reaction. She wanted her to respond organically. And so she came out, she was sitting in a chair, and it was her on one side, it was Delicious on the other side, Delicious from Love and Hip, from Flavor of Love. Okay. She was there too. And Candy was like giving Cynthia a lap dance. Asked Cynthia, so how wet are you? And she was like, ask me again. It was cute. It was very explicit, but Candy said that's what I want it to be. She also brought up how she said she didn't make it as explicit as she wanted it to be, probably because she knew it would be shown on the show. But the stuff they showed, like look, people came dressed for a sex dungeon party. I mean, some people intended, but I feel like it's smart as hell. And actually, she's had a tour. She announced a tour after the episode aired, and I said, "Look, I don't want it to go how it went when she had a mother's love. Now I don't want that to happen." What is this? When is it? Yeah, the dungeon. Welcome to the dungeon tour, starting in May. She's gonna be in Chicago, Detroit. Oh, she's gonna be here. Oh, okay. I'm going. Okay, I'm gonna go. Oh, it's in Royal Oak. Oh, Lord, Royal Oak. Chicago, Detroit, Philly, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Cleveland, Washington, New York, Kansas, St. Louis, Dallas, and Houston. And I'm pretty sure she will add more dates because if anybody's seen the show tonight, to see it was more than just, oh, come and be dressed sexy and walk around, whatever. It was an actual show. They had dancers, they had songs, all kind of shit. Okay, all kind of shit. Anyway, Cynthia, like, after this, like, me and Candy, like, we're, like, I'm Candy coded. I say, girl, but, Cynthia been wanting to fuck Candy for a while. She been wanting to do Candy for a while, and I think it kind of happened because Candy gave her a whole lap dance, like a whole coochie to coochie lap dance. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? We then see behind stage after the show was over. It was an amazing show, y'all. And the crazy part about this, they had to cut and edit it a lot, because it's bravo. But it looked like it probably was even more entertaining than we saw, my opinion. Anyway, behind stage or whatever, Mark, like, Candy wouldn't allow me to be in the show because I'm too extra. She did not allow you because she already felt like you may embezzle the money. Okay, no one trusts you, Marlo. Calm down. And I wouldn't want to see. No, Marlo, I feel like she might steal something. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, we do see Shamari and Marlo talking, and Marlo tries to call Shamari a drunk. Okay, and I'm like, girl, that's pushing. And Marlo, just cut it out. You know what I'm saying? I love Tanya because Tanya didn't say no. She's allowed a night out. She's a mother of twins, and when she comes out, she has a good time. Shamari said. Marla may be a motherfucker, but she's not a mother. I said, oh, bitch. Oh, the shade of it all. And that was the whole episode. Again, next week is the finale. It's the wedding. We see Nene there. That's the first time any of them have seen her since them saying by Wiggate. We see her having a conversation with Candy and Portia. We know she unfollowed a lot of them from after the reunion. So I feel like they discussed this situation and people still felt like she went too far as her putting her hands on the cameraman and her allegedly putting her hands on Portia or aggressively approaching Portia because she was upset that the cameraman tried to go in the closet. But you know what I'm saying? You cannot punch somebody in the face and tell them how mad to get. However, if someone punches you in the face, you can get as mad as you want to get, as long as you get mad for the right reasons. Like if someone punches me in the face, I'm not gonna get mad at who gave him the fist. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like she wasn't. I just feel like she was not mad, at Candy or Portia for going in that closet. Her only issue was the cameraman. And I feel like Nene has a way of when she means something, she says it in a way that she means it. And that's why I kept saying, like, how she was saying, girl, don't go in my closet. I felt myself, it was a jokey joke. Jokey joke. You know, you with your friends, girl, no, don't drink my beer, my liquor, my wine. Girl, don't drink that. And if they pick the bottle up and you don't say, put the goddamn bottle down, then they know, oh, put the bottle down. But if you're like, girl, don't drink that wine, and they pick it up and they pouring it and you won't say shit, then you didn't really mean it. You know what I'm saying? Like when I mean something, I say it how I mean it, and you know for a fact, oh, she not playing. Like today, like on my live today, I kept saying, lead us. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about it. And then I got to a point where I had to put my foot down and shit got live, okay? But again, I do feel like Portia and Candy did not mean any disrespect when they went into LA's closet. I just felt like the shit got out of hand. Okay, anyway, I'm done, y'all. Peace.
He's like love, 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 and you.